You wouldn't hurt anybody, would you?
No.
You wouldn't hurt anybody because it's not in you. Al Giardello wouldn't hurt anybody either. Of course, it is a great romance.
That's hilarious.
It's not meant to be funny, boy. It's meant to be devastating.
This show's in its third season. Good morning, first of all. And I tell people, if you're having a bad day, this is the show to watch. I don't know how you can make it through taping without just falling out laughing.
I love the show. I mean, it's terrific material, and they're trying to break me up, but I resist them. So we have a great time on the set.
Do they make you laugh though? Because I've been in a challenge by our producer to make you laugh, which so far
you can make me laugh. It's pretty easy to make me laugh.
Your character.
My character, of course. So I have a quota every year. I started with eight breaks up. I exceeded that this year. I broke up 13 times over 23 episodes. So
you are counting.
I am counting. Yes, and I'm going to reduce that next year. Yes.
Was it a conscious effort for you to make a turn to comedy? Because we know you were such a great dramatic actor, but to make this turn to comedy?
I needed a change. I've been working on shows that are just dealing with dangerous subject matter and a lot of emotional turmoil, and I just felt I needed to grow as an artist. I needed to do something different and challenge myself. So Men of a Certain Age was the beginning of I felt that change, and I was lucky enough to be a part of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. So I feel as though, my mind is expanding. I mean, my capabilities as an actor, my ability to mind the comedy is really rising up for the first time in my life, and so I'm really happy about this stage, being a part of the show.
We have to ask you about this photo with Andy Samberg. Do we have the photo? You gave this to Andy Samberg, right? And do we have it? Oh, Andy gave it to you. There it is. This is a photo.
Yeah, I guess it is.
You give it to Andy. What's the story here?
Well, I was in this little shop called Mr. Music Head in Los Angeles, and they sell like vintage photos like this, And I saw it and I said to myself, this pretty much sums up the relationship between Holt and Peralta. And I look at little photos like this, and
It's Barry White and Elton John.
It is.
Okay.
They inspire me. But who
are you?
I'm Barry White. And this is the inner Holt.
I love that picture.
And part of it is just just there's a tremendous love between the Holt and Peralta characters, that you don't always see.
Okay, so we heard that you have one kryptonite. You're not, Ray Romano said this, not me, that you're not that into improv. But you're on a show with a lot of comedians.
Wow.
Is that me?
Yeah.
You take that as...
No, they're so sharp, you know what I mean? They're so fast, these comedians. So just as I'm thinking of the joke, they've already delivered it and moved on to the next joke.
You're like, hold on, what happened?
Exactly. So when they say, oh, let's improv, I'm like, well, I think I'm going to stick to the script. I'm gonna stay the straight man and really, support them in that way. But I'll tell you, every once in a while, Chelsea's a good improv comedian as well as Andy. Every once in a while, they throw me a bone. They say, if I say this, you say this. So they give me a devastating comeback, you know what I mean?
But that's not really improv.
No, it's pity. It's
but
pity.
It's a victory. It's still a victory.
Yes, it works. Yeah.
Even though there's a lot of comedy in this, your character's backstory has a certain amount of gravitas to it, and you're kind of the voice of reason in this bunch of people, aren't you?
Yeah, in a precinct full of goofballs, you need a voice of reason, otherwise they just spiral out of control, you know what I mean? So there's a yin and the yang, and so we go backwards and forwards. That's what's made every great comedy team work, is that someone's got to be the Abbott and someone's got to be the Costello. One of the first considerations, of course, was what Dan and Mike planned on doing with this character and how important his homosexuality was to the storytelling they're doing. So, I think it's appropriate, and it's not going to turn into an offensive stereotype, which is typically what happens when you play the gay character, you know what I mean? So, and that's part of the ongoing evolution. Every new group that gets introduced into the storytelling, you know what I mean? It goes through an awkward phase where it's all about that one characteristic. So what I know from Dan and Mike is that they create, having watched Parks and Rec in particular, is that they create complex worlds populated by goofballs, but they're still very good at what they're doing. They're trying very hard. We can take their concerns seriously because they are good at what they're doing, or they're trying to become good at it. So if we had a bunch of cases that didn't matter and we were goofballs, I think we'd be in big trouble.
You And you're no stranger to working with comic actors, but there are a lot of very funny people in the pilots that we watch. Is there a straight face factor that goes along with this at all? I mean, or is
Well,
just another day at work and you know what you're doing? And
Well, every day is different, and I think for me, as an actor, my challenge, of course, is mastering the comic tone. Every other part of the job in terms of best practices, learning the lines, doing your research, I think I have that down. But what you have to learn through experience is how to perfect the comic tone. So I watch these guys like a hawk. I want to be in this world, and I want to set the proper stage for delivering jokes and gags that have real substance and real body. Because otherwise, then it's just going to become. Otherwise, it's going to become something else. So I'm very, very interested in making sure that this is something that I can be proud of, my kids can be proud of, my mother can be proud of. I showed the pilot to my kids. I have a 15-year-old and a 10-year-old, and there they are with headphones on, laughing out loud at the pilot. So I say to my wife, and we're all jaded veterans, and she's an actress, so we're watching them watch the show. And it's at that point that I know we hit it. We've got the right tone. Not because they're 15 and they're 10, but because they can simply laugh out loud at the show. It lets me know that we've found ourselves in the right place.
Andre Braugher, an Emmy Award-winning actor that is best known for his television series roles Brooklyn 999 and Homicide: Life on the Street, has sadly passed away. Andre Braugher sadly passed away at the age of 61 following a short illness. Andre Braugher rose to fame in the 1980s, and he was nominated 11 times in the Emmy Awards, thereby winning his second Emmy Award in 2006 following his FX miniseries Thief. Andre Braugher is survived by his wife Amy Branson, also an actress, and their 3 kids. Details concerning his death and funeral arrangements are yet to be revealed, and Touch News Media will keep you posted. Let us know what you learned from this interview and send out your condolence messages in the comment section, and kindly remember to keep them respectful. You are watching Touch News Media, and consider subscribing and turning on your bells so that you don't miss out on any videos that we upload. I love you guys and stay safe. Bye bye.